Okay, so I use Revlon Colorstay foundation, and I noticed it's been reviewed all over YouTube. And this is another video where you're not yet going to see my face because I'm lounging on my day off, I suppose. Got some errands to run, but I haven't gotten dressed yet. I haven't done my makeup yet, so you see my stuff and not me in a moment, but you see what skin tone I am. Anyway, like I was saying, I have used Revlon Colorstay since it came out, I think. Prior to that, I'd used other makeups and they weren't as good. And since Colorstay came out, I've tried Colorstay, and I've gone away from Colorstay, and I've come back to Colorstay because it works. And there are tons of reviews on YouTube about it. The one drawback that we all have is that it does not come in a pump, that you have to pour it out. This is my little glass that I used to use to pour it out. Or I would use a makeup sponge, like one of these little triangle sponges, to put my makeup on with. Instead, I now use a brush, which is absolutely cool, and I love it better, but this is what I used to use. Okay? And as you can see, the sponge is spongy, and it absorbs. That's the whole purpose of the sponge. And it used to waste my makeup. And being the frugal chick that I am, even though I love makeup, my brush collection, my foundations, my stuff, my Coastal Scent palettes, don't have as much as some. I'm not a guru, maybe yet, maybe ever, but I'm not one. But I like to play. Spending $13 or $14, I live in California, inflation, recession prices, on foundation, only to have a lot of it be stuck in my sponge was not the business. Not to mention, it's messy to pour it out because then you got to clean it up. So I actually got an idea from another YouTuber, and it's absolutely excellent. What it is? Here's my Revlon. Notice anything different? The bottle's in the background. It's a pump, and it's absolutely the coolest thing. It works. I'm not going to pump it out right now because I'm not ready to put it on, and weren't we just talking about wastage? But I have another bottle like that actually has some hair oil in it that I will pump out to show you. My bottle for my foundation is clear because I thought it was cool. But I also bought the white bottles to put other stuff in. The coolest thing about this bottle is that it's airless. That means there's no tube, so when you open it, you put this down. Maybe I wasn't so prepared to do this video, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's YouTube and you can do what you want. So I'm going to show you how the bottle works so that when you guys order them, you'll be able to do it. So this is a clear cap, okay, nothing much there. And this is the bottle. This is the top of the bottle. There's the pump. There is no stem. The reason why the tiny stem that's there's no long stem, I should say, but the reason why the stem that's there is so short is because the bottle operates on air pressure. There's a little disc in the bottom of the bottle that you can take a chopstick, or you see it in there? That's a disc. That's what makes the pump work. So when you get the bottles, you wash them out, of course, like you should, and then you can take the end of a rat tail comb, like this. This is a steel end of a rat tail comb. Rat tail comb, steel end, and you can take it in the bottle, take the top off after you washed it, or before you wash it actually. Push it down. You'll hear that's the air escaping. That's the air creating like a vacuum. So then you take your product and you pour it in. I actually have this bottle on its side back here in the background because I transferred some makeup to my Colorstay foundation bottle. And, you know, glass bottles, being frugal and all that, it's going to run to the side that I have the bottle turned on. And that way when I open it up, I can pour the rest of it into my foundation. So, like I was saying, you wash it out, you push the little pump down, or you push the little disc down, and you pour your product in. And then you pump it a few times. After you pump it a few times, your fluid, your makeup, your oil even, whatever you've got in the bottle will come out. This is hair oil. This is my other bottle. This is my empty bottle. So what I did is, I'm a natural head, and I got different types of oils that I combine, and to make it easy to dispense, I put in a little pump. And there you go. And that's as easy as it is. For foundation, 1 pump, maybe 2, depending on the coverage that you want works. And it makes it, that's the size of 2 pumps right there, okay, in the middle. It makes it so easy, so much less messy, and it's just absolutely the coolest thing. The other thing is, of course, because you're putting it into a separate bottle, recycle your glass Colorstay bottles, by the way, after you get all your product out of them. You can combine. I'm a dark-skinned chick, and in the summertime, my usual Colorstay in the wintertime is mahogany. In the summertime, I get a little darker, and my color changes. Not quite to mocha, because that's more red. I'm more yellowish, I think. Well, that's what I am, so I'm rambling. But what I do is combine. So this bottle, by the way, the label on my Colorstay, you can see that. All I did is peel the bottle off the original bottle and stick it on there. It's so groovy. Revlon should have thought of this themselves, but they didn't. But what I can do with the bottle is combine whatever colors I want. In this bottle, I have combined Revlon Mahogany as well as Revlon Colorstay Mocha, and it makes my perfect shade for summertime. This color is great for usual, and I know that on camera they probably look a lot the same, but one of them is just slightly darker, just slightly tanner, and it works. But that's what I wanted to say. I've been posting the other girls, and I can't remember her name, but I'll put her name in the sidebar. I did not come up with this idea, by the way. I don't really know who did, but I know the person on YouTube who gave me the link that I'll also put in the sidebar or bottom bar or whatever to get the airless pumps. The airless pumps, and that's what they're called, I got on eBay. I'm not affiliated with the seller, and I guess they're selling them for, other cosmetics company, because you can put anything in the bottles, but it's absolutely the most ingenious thing there is for the Colorstay makeup, since Revlon didn't decide to put it in a bottle. They did put the Photo Ready makeup in a bottle, excuse me, but they didn't put our Colorstay in there, and I love the Colorstay. Photo Ready, yeah, well, not so much. I kind of like it, but not so much. Colorstay, that's my ish. Also, just a quick mention, this stuff here, if you can see it, it's the Monistat Chafing Relief Powder Gel. That stuff's the business. Why? Because I wore it for the first time yesterday. Also got that on an inspiration from YouTube. Gosh, YouTube is doing a lot to me. But I hadn't used it. I got it. I had to buy it off Amazon because I went to Kmart and happened to look. It's not there. Target, it's not there. CVS, I didn't look in CVS. I forgot to. But I had been hearing that it was sold out a lot of places, and it seemed to be. So I got on eBay they sent me a 3-pack. Kind of expensive, $7. No, I'm sorry, $21. So I guess it evens out. It's about $6.99, $7 for 3 of them, which will last me. But I hadn't tried it until yesterday, and I work long shifts. I have my makeup on for probably 14 to 16 hours a day, and when I got home, my makeup was in place, looking as fresh as it did when I went out. I did blot throughout the day because I am a little oily in my T-zone, but in terms of my makeup being disturbed or looking like it had been on for 14 to 16 hours, and in terms of it just lasting, the colors being true, I have never ever used a primer before for makeup because I'm already oily and I figured I don't need anything additional on my face. Well, this Monistat Chafing Gel provides just, like they said, a nice powdery finish, and the makeup just went on, I guess, a little smoother. I can't say if it really went on smoother than it would have on my bare skin, because the Colorstay always goes on nicely, but the staying power was what hooked me. Colorstay usually lasts on me. I get oily, so sometimes, depending on how much I blot, it might look like it's, I don't want to say worn through, and it doesn't move, but it just doesn't look as fresh, I'll put it that way. after 16 hours, even though it's still there and the coverage is still there. With the chafing gel, it was still there, intact, looking cute. If I had had the energy to go out somewhere last night, I could have gone out, just refreshed my lipstick, and hit the streets, because it's the business. It's like that. So that's my spiel. Get the airless pump bottle, get them. Put your Colorstay in them, use them, be happy. I know I am. Get yourself some chafing relief powder gel from Monistat. It's not badge cream. It's not for your JJ. It's just chafing relief. It's got silicones in it, and I guess that's what the primers from all the other major companies have in it. It's cheaper. Be frugal, like me. Get yourself some, combine them. You will be in business. Bye!